Today, from Orlando, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Orlando Sentinels taking on the Portland Snowhawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Portland Snowhawks and the Orlando Sentinels. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
From the gun, it's Walker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Coleman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Sentinels get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On first down, Potts. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 61 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Potts. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, it's Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Purdy to throw it on first down. And incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throw left side complete. That's right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind, guy from the word go, and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Walker. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now will throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Potts, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Potts. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Now Purdy. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Walker with another carry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he shifts past him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Walker, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing here, Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there. 48 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Up the middle, here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Sentinels continue to pull away here in this first half. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Purdy. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll look to throw here. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 114 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Sentinels are pouring it on. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it, because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half? Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll keep it on the ground. Potts. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first down, Potts. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Purdy. Complete to right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2nd and 2. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carr. Call it a gain of a yard. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carr. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. The Chiefs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's get to Detroit to check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Lions seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Marcel Aitman, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back. and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carr.
He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown.
A big play there. 60 yards.
And the Sentinels just continue to roll.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, Purdy.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On second down now, Potts.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle they go. Potts. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Snowhawks are able to at least get one score back.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Okay, break. Check by 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Can't be lying.
They'll start this drive. Walker hit and the ball is out. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 11. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a run with Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll drop to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On the give, it's Walker. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Again, it's Walker, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 1. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Sentinels have taken a 5-touchdown lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Potts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy will look to throw again here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, to quote a Hall of Famer from the sport of baseball, Yogi Berra, it's deja vu all over again. They had the pick 6 earlier. Now another pick 6 here, and those plays certainly have contributed to this blowout that we're witnessing.
Absolutely, and they're up big, but you and I both know that defenses are not responsible for holding the score down. And when you have a chance at a pick 6, you go snatch the ball and you take it the other way. None of this grab it, kneel down stuff. Take it all the way to the end zone, as we just saw there.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. And right with it here over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Danny Trevathan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Purdy from the gun.
He'll hit Jackson complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The offense on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Simmons. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Handoff here to Walker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Carr. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Sentinels are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Back to throw, Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Looking middle, and that's complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Potts. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Wright. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And Walker once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.